What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, there has been a lot going on in the past week. I took the week off just to hang out with family and friends and just take it easy. It was my first week off since I started my channel about 3 months ago, so it was a much needed break, guys, and I am back, just to say the least. And there's been a lot of price action, but guys, I wanted to talk about a few things. Not only the price action in several coins, but what is going to happen for the Bitcoin price. September starts off with an abrupt BTC sell-off. Are we bearish now, guys, or are we just putting in a dip after a big uptrot? Okay, guys, if that sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe and like, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. All right, guys, so we had a bit of a breakdown from yesterday. We were all the way up at over around $12,000, and then as soon as the second hit, we've been starting down, and now just downward motion through the whole second. Into the third, we're still dropping down like a brick. Guys, could we end up hitting that CME futures gap? It is right below us now at this point. It's looking like something that's very probable of happening. Now, there's a couple ways to look at it. If we were to continue dropping down past like 10,400 and continue dropping, you know, that would be the very bearish sign. But I think we got a little bit of support at around 10,400 right here and getting a little bit of a bounce back. So, for instance, here when you zoom in, you can see we had a low wick down, rejecting lower prices here. So a little bit of a bounce. Hopefully we're getting a little bit of a bounce here, is what I'm saying. So I would like to see it kind of creep back up towards 11,000. But first we got to break through the resistance at 11,800 and remain stable above it. Same kind of theories as before. We are at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. The EMA 20 is way below the EMA 55. And we still have a very wide Bollinger Band, guys. So hopefully it's going to start, like, as you can see, the Bollinger Band kind of pinching to the right here. Hopefully it's going to start to pinch close, and we can start to get some consolidation to the right, and then hopefully a breakout back upwards and get maybe something like a reverse Bart Simpson going. That would be really good. Okay, and then we wouldn't, you know, touch down towards that CME futures gap. But you know, guys, it's very probable when those CME futures gaps do get filled. I know I will be looking to buy Bitcoin at that price if it hits down there. That's where I will be looking to accumulate. I almost bought some yesterday, but I had a fear in my belly, and it told me just don't do it. And all the chart readed pretty bearish as well. So I got out of that one and I stayed safe. And guys, just be very careful over the next couple days. There could be some, you know, volatility to the downside, as we've just had a major break from 12,000 all the way down to 10,700. That's $1,400 change, guys. That's big. So be mindful of that moving forward, guys, that we could end up going either way. Then there's a few things that are actually playing into what could actually affect the Bitcoin price, guys. And I wanted to go over that now briefly. So what now for Bitcoin price? September starts with an abrupt sell-off. So on September 1st, a new Bitcoin monthly candle opened with a significant optimism. The August monthly candle closed above 11,500 for the first time since all-time highs in 2017, but in short-term traders are leaning cautious following a sudden sell-off in the cryptocurrency market. So in the last 24 hours, the Bitcoin price declined more than 6% and is continuing to fall, guys. So some traders expect the Bitcoin price to drop below 11,000 support, and if it dropped below 10,500 and consolidation under it would raise the chances of a bearish trend. So this is almost what happened, guys. So this was posted yesterday. And basically it broke down past 11, went all the way down to 10,400, and then started to kind of rebound a little bit up. So traders generally considered 11,000 and 11,700 as key levels for BTC technically. If Bitcoin remains below 11,000 for a prolonged period, it might indicate a bearish pullback. If BTC remains stable above 11,700, traders says it raises chances of a rally. But guys, we know what happened already. We broke down below 11,000. Does that mean that we're bearish for the short term? Could we end up breaking further down? Now, guys, we all know about the CME futures gap down at 9,600. It can definitely end up getting filled. So be careful of that, guys. If you're holding bags, if it's not HODL coin, you might be thinking of taking your profits. You should have taken them already, to be honest with you, if it was your fast coin. But if, you know, you're in that position now where it's like, oh, I'm kind of not in the best position. I'm a little red, but I don't want to get too red. Sometimes you have to make that decision whether to cash out or stay in. But I think that Bitcoin is just, this is kind of like a test and weeding out of weak hands. And I think that Bitcoin will recover. We might end up going down to 9,600. And that's just something that might happen, guys. We could definitely end up there. We are still in a bull trend though, guys, so remember that. I'm more into holding my coin than selling it off almost no matter what. I'd rather accumulate more and more and more, and then so that when the big run happens, I'm prepared. And guys, I'm telling you, 20,000 is nothing. We're going to see much higher Bitcoin prices. It's going to be mind-blowing. And when it happens, it might not happen instantly. It might happen in a couple of weeks, but not actually in a couple of weeks from today, but I mean it'll take a couple of weeks for the price rise to rise up to the all-time peak. And I think as long as you're prepared for it, just holding your bags and hodling strong, I think guys are going to be in great shape. But I wanted to go over the bearish scenario for Bitcoin in the near term. So there are three factors that caused the decline of Bitcoin price throughout September. First, the US dollar has started to recover at key support level. Second, the month of September has historically been a slow month for BTC. Third, a consolidation after a major rally is typical for BTC. So prior to the rapid price decline in Bitcoin on September 2nd, longtime bulls predicted a sharp pullback in the past 5 days. The price of Bitcoin rose nearly 8% against the US dollar, while Ether, for example, saw an even sharper rally, surging 30%, which was big, guys. The primary bearish scenario for Bitcoin continues to fall to 11,000. A rejection of the support level dropped to the 9,700 CME futures gap. For that to occur, BTC would first have to breach below 11,000 support. So that's exactly where we are right now, guys. So, which has served as a strong foundation for recent rallies. So hopefully that we're getting this bounce right now, and we're not going to break any lower, guys. I think we got to bounce off the $10,400 mark, remaining stable at least for right now. Okay, guys, because we're all the way up at 10,700 again. So that was a $300 bounce. So a crypto trader known as Salsa Tekeli said they see around 10,500 as the key support for the continuation of a bullish trend, considering that many traders perceive 10,500 to 11,000 as an important support range. Losing the support range could trigger a deeper pullback, guys. So that's exactly what I wanted to warn you guys about. If we end up breaking down past 10,500, we can end up down at the CME futures gap and end up filling that readily. So keep that in mind, guys, moving forward, that there could be a lot of price volatility and we could end up back down at that price. And guys, I want to talk a little bit about OXT. It's having a great sell-off here. Okay, it is really just moving down here through supports. Okay, if you got in at 4 right here, hoping to buy and get a little bit of a flip here, and you're in the negative right now, this is where it gets very interesting, guys, and you got to make your own decision here. It might not get back here anytime soon. That being said, we have had candles that have shot up from 0.4 all the way up to 0.5. So hopefully we can get some kind of candle back up into this range and we can start to move back up a little bit and get a little bit of a bullish sign here for OXT. Because that would be a very good sign, because a lot of people, I'm sure, got in here. I'm sure got in here. I'm sure even some people got in up here, guys. And then you're hurting right now. So hopefully OXT gets a little bit of a rebound. I know I'm looking to get in at around 0.34. And then hopefully get a flip at around 0.40, something like that. So hopefully we get a couple of bullish candles back in OXT and people haven't rode it off yet. I still think there's more room to the upside. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about Ethereum. Check it out. Big sell-off all the way up at $500 over the last few days. A big crash all the way down $400. That is exactly from the top. That's a 20% in Ether, guys. That's huge. And look, guys, we also in Bitcoin, from the top in recent, from 12,000 basically, that's about a 12% drop, guys. So that's pretty huge. And OXT, for instance, from the peak right here, that's a 34% drop, guys. So that is quite huge. So there's lots of negative aspects going on right now in the market, guys. So be very careful out there. We're getting bits of sell-offs after the peaks. And those guys can drop pretty low. Now, if you're trying to catch the bottoms, it's tough. But if you do, you'll be very happy you did. And I think good places for OXT would be 0.34. For Bitcoin would be, 10.1 for now, something lower, 10.1 to 10.4. I'm hoping we're going to get the rebound. So I think those would be low prices. We might have missed that one, to be honest with you guys. And then Ethereum, I would just kind of wait and be patient for right now. We could end up back down at 375 before you know it, and we're already dropping below 400. So just be patient right there, guys. We could definitely see some more movement to the downside there. and just a lot going on, guys. So just be careful and remember that we are in a bull market, so don't get too sell happy, and we could end up at higher times right around the corner. But guys, this was my first day back in over a week, so thank you so much for all your support, guys. I even got a couple subscribers while I was away. So guys, that's just really motivating. I'm really having a great time with my channel, and I love my community. You guys are just the best. I love all the support you guys are giving me, always showing up, liking, and commenting. And don't forget, guys, I am doing something for you guys too. One of my first 500 subscribers will be in it to win this Ledger Nano S, and I'll do that drawing for you guys all live to see once I get there. I know I'm only halfway there, but I'm moving along quite quickly. And if I get a couple days that are trending, like I had one day that was trending, got all the way up to 1,500 views, and you know, days like that are what will really just push this to happening in a couple weeks, guys. So spread the word about my channel. Tell people I do calls. Tell them I do good technical analysis, and I'm making good money here, guys. I really am. So just spread the word on my page, guys, and thank you so much for your support, guys. That's all I have time for today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.